RSI 14 is 92, and the stock is extremely overbought on RSI 14, but may also continue to gain. Some stocks see their best performance while being overbought, but very seldom does RSI remain so high for a long time without short corrections. Risk has therefore increased and larger daily movements can be expected over the next couple of days. Big movements in Ocugen Incorporated stock price on Monday, moving 105.59% between high and low, updated on February 8, 2021. Buy or hold candidate since 2012 to 24 gained 798.30%. The Ocugen Incorporated stock price gained 201.14% on the last trading day, Monday, 8 February 2021. Rising from $5.25 to $15.81, and has now gained 4 days in a row. It will be exciting to see whether it manages to continue gaining or take a minor break for the next few days. During the day, the stock fluctuated 105.59% from a day low at $9.13 to a day high of $18.77. The price has risen in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 660.1% over the past 2 weeks. Volume has increased on the last day, along with the price, which is a positive technical sign, and, in total, 416 million more shares were traded than the day before. In total, 709 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $11.22 billion. The stock has broken the very wide and strong rising the short-term trend up, and an even stronger rate of rising is indicated. For any reaction back, there will now be support on the roof on the current trend broken at $4.85, a level that may pose a second chance to hit a runner. According to fan theory, $7.45 will be the next possible trend top level and thereby pose a resistance level that may not be broken at the first attempt. Signals in forecast: Ocugen Incorporated stock holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, giving a positive forecast for the stock. Also, there is a general buy signal from the relation between the two signals, where the short-term average is above the long-term average. On corrections down, there will be some support from the lines at $4.85 and $2.58. A breakdown below any of these levels will issue sell signals. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Wednesday, January 27, 2021, and so far it has risen 852.41%. Further rise is indicated until a new top pivot has been found. Furthermore, there is a buy signal from the 3 months moving average convergence divergence (MACD). Volume is rising along with the price. This is considered to be a good technical signal. Support, risk and stop loss: there is no support from accumulated volume below today's level, and given the right condition the stock may perform very badly in the next couple of days. This stock may move very much during a day, volatility, and with a very large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band. This stock is considered to be very high risk. During the last day, the stock moved $9.64 between high and low, or 105.59%. For the last week, the stock has had a daily average volatility of 63.03%. The Ocugen Incorporated stock is extremely overbought on RSI 14, 92. Normally this may pose a good selling opportunity, but since the stock has broken the trend up, the chance for a major correction due to high RSI is very small, as the stock will find support at the trend broken. OUR recommended stop loss: $15.31, minus 3.16%. This stock has very high daily movements, and this gives very high risk. The RSI 14 is 92, and this increases the risk substantially. There is a buy signal from a pivot bottom found 8 days ago. As Ocugen Incorporated stock A by Ocugen Incorporated holds several positive signals, but we still don't find these to be enough for a buy candidate. At the current level, it should be considered as a hold candidate, hold or accumulate in this position, whilst awaiting further development. Current score: 0.000. Predicted opening price for Ocugen Incorporated of Tuesday, February 9, 2021. OCGN is overvalued compared to its price of $18.19 per share, has below average safety, and is currently rated a hold. Recommendation: Rec Hold Rec reflects the cumulative effect of all the vector-based parameters working together. These parameters are designed to help investors buy safe, undervalued stocks, rising in price. Value at current price: $18.19 current value. $0.10. OCGN has a current value of 10 cents per share compared to a price of $18.19 per share. This stock is currently overvalued. Value is computed from forecasted earnings per share, forecasted earnings growth, profitability, interest, and inflation rates. Upside potential, relative value RV very POORRV is an indicator of long-term price appreciation potential. OCGN has an RV of 0.01, which is very poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. This indicator is far superior to a simple comparison of price and value because it is computed from an analysis of projected price appreciation 3 years out, AAA corporate bond rates, and risk. Safety, relative safety RS poors is an indicator of risk. OCGN has an RS of 0.80, which is poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RS is computed from an analysis of the consistency and predictability of a company's financial performance, debt-to-equity ratio, sales volume, business longevity, price volatility and other factors. Timing, relative timing RT excellent. It analyzes a stock's price trend. OCGN has a relative timing of 2.00, which is excellent on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RT is computed from an analysis of the direction, magnitude, and dynamics of a stock's price movements day over day, week over week, quarter over quarter and year over year. If a trend dissipates, RT will gravitate toward 1.00. Overall rating, value safety timing VST very good is the master indicator for ranking every stock in the VectorVest database. OCGN has a VST rating of 1.32, which is very good on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. VST is computed from the square root of a weighted sum of the squares of RV, RS, and RT. Stocks with the highest VST ratings have the best combinations of value, safety and timing. Stop price. $5.50 stop is an indicator of when to sell a position. OCGN has a stop of $5.50 per share. A stock's stop is computed from a 13-week moving average of its closing prices and is fine-tuned according to the stock's fundamentals. CI, Comfort Index Goodsy is an indicator which reflects a stock's ability to resist severe and/or lengthy price declines. OCGN has a PSI of 1.13, which is good on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. PSI is based solely upon a stock's long-term price history. GRT, earnings growth rate. GRT reflects a company's 1 to 3 year forecasted earnings growth rate in percent per year. OCGN has a forecasted earnings growth rate of -5.00%, which VectorVest considers to be very poor. EPS, earnings per share. EPS stands for leading 12 months earnings per share. OCGN has a forecasted EPS of -8 cents per share. VectorVest determines this forecast from a combination of recent earnings performance and traditional fiscal and/or calendar year earnings forecasts. PE, price to earnings ratio. PE shows the dollars required to buy $1 of earnings. OCGN has a PE of -227.38. The average PE of all the stocks in the VectorVest database is 69.03. A, earnings yield. A reflects earnings per share as a percent of price. OCGN has an A of -0.44%. This is below the current average of 1.45% for all the stocks in the VectorVest database. GPE, growth to PE ratio. OCGN has a GPE rating of -0.02. A stock is commonly considered to be undervalued when GPE is greater than 1.00. Dividend. VectorVest reports annual regular cash dividends as indicated by the most recent payments. Special distributions, one-time payments, stock dividends, etc. are not generally included in div. OCGN does not pay a dividend. DY, dividend yield. DI reflects dividend per share as a percent of price. OCGN does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend yield rating. DI equals 100x, div price. It is useful to compare DI with A. If DI is not significantly lower than A, the dividend payment may be in jeopardy. DS, dividend safety. DS is an indicator of the assurance that regular cash dividends will be declared and paid at current or at higher rates for the foreseeable future. OCGN does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend safety rating. Stocks with DS values above 75 typically have RS values well above 1.00 and A levels that are much higher than DI. DG, dividend growth rate. Dividend growth is a forecasted annual growth rate of a company's dividend based on historical dividend payments and dividend predictability. It is a subtle yet important indicator of a company's financial performance.